Hello, Shay here. This is week number 3, Whip and Chat for Mermaids and Magic. Welcome one and all. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are coming back, thank you so much for coming back. And for those of you that are participating in Mermaids and Magic 2022, I hope you're having an awesome time. I know Randee and I are loving it. We put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into the planning, and it's so fun to actually see it come to life, and to see all the Instagram pictures and all the progress pictures. And some of y'all are fast, really fast. So this is a WIP, like I said. So WIP stands for work in progress. And my current WIP is a mermaid diamond painting for the event. She is turned upside down. I finished the bottom half yesterday, so then I just flipped her, and then I'm gonna work on this half now. I'm fine working on it upside down. Some people aren't, but it doesn't bother me. Let's see, go ahead. We're gonna go for about an hour, if all goes right. So go ahead and grab a drink. I am drinking, let's see, this is pineapple. It's called Hint is the name of it. And it's water that's just infused with some natural flavors. I did not choose to drink these. My daughter Lou, who's 9, said, "Oh, I love those," and she never drank them. So there's watermelon, there's blackberry, pineapple, and I think that's it. I think they came in like a case. So I've been drinking them, and they're not bad at all. I'm not a big, I don't like sparkling water, which I just read, this is purified water. That's why I like these. They're not bubbly, because I don't like sparkling. So these are okay, and they're not too sweet. So grab a drink, because like I said, we'll go for about an hour. And let me just keep you company, and I'll just update you on some things. We'll talk about the event, and then we'll talk about some other things that have been going on around the house and with this past week with us. So what I'm using my Elizabeth Ward storage, okay? Got some ABs here to enhance a few things. I've got one of our sponsors, a couple of her Coverminders. So we've got Coverminders by Siobhan. Okay, this was a gift from Ellen Harris, one of my Patreons, and she's got the same mermaid, so thank you, Ellen. Another one of Siobhan's. Hers are beautiful. She's got beautiful Coverminders. This one was a gift from Miranda, Diamond Painting with the Besties, and of course I'll have all these folks listed down below, their shops, their YouTube channels. This was a gift from her, from Oh Snap Crafters Cafe. This was one of our other sponsors, ATDiamondPen. It's a resin piece from Angela Porch, and she added a Coverminder on the back. So that beautiful mermaid tail. And I have some pins. This was a gift from Lazy River Wood Turning. And Steph and Matt over there made this for me. It's got a starfish in there, and it's got a mermaid. This is my favorite color. I love this robin's egg, kind of green, blue, seafoam color. So this is my pen. I've been using this pen the whole event, but I just got another pen, so we're gonna be using 2. This is from Cindy Schwind. And I'm gonna put her Instagram down below so you can see her beautiful collection of pens. She puts everything on there, and it's just gorgeous. She's enabled me to buy so many things. So this is the sand. You've got all the shells, and then you've got the water. Sorry, y'all can't see. And she got this from Pens by Cheryl. So I'll link her down below. But I love this pen. I've never used it, so this will be my first time to use it. I just loaded it up with micro glue dots. So hopefully they're not too sticky or too loud. And then I just grabbed my multi-placer with pink wax from my Lazy River wood turning pen. Yeah. My trash tray is also from ATDiamondPen from Angela Porch. It's a Coverminder that she included. So I've been using that. Art De Nicole is another one of our awesome sponsors. They make 3D printed trays. This is one of her older trays. But you can go check her out and see what newer ones they have. They have ones with dividers and different colors. So definitely go check her out. And what else? Okay, during this video, I'm going to be announcing the international giveaway winner from last week's Whip and Chat. So stay tuned, watch the video. There will be a clip in there of me, doing the random comment picker. And I asked that word to be dream. So hopefully my international folks, I know I had several comments, so we'll see how many we had in a little bit when I do that clip. But good luck to all those folks. And they are winning a gift card to DP with Sparklers for $25. Speaking of DP with Sparklers, I wanted to cover something real quick before we get started. And I better not do it too close to this because this is not covered. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. This is something I ordered from DP with Sparklers, and I just got it in yesterday, and I thought, perfect timing. You know, we're doing a giveaway for them, for the international folks, for a gift card. They're one of our great sponsors. I ordered this from Tina, or Tima, she goes by. And let me see if I can do this without my knife. She created a special set for Mermaids and Magic. And so I did buy one. She doesn't have a lot of them. I know that there's not a lot, but what is in here? Tima, what did you, she added some extra stuff. Okay, I was like, I didn't order that. Look at what she added, y'all. These beautiful keychains. Look how pretty those are. Thank you so much, Tima. I really, really appreciate it. Oh, I'm gonna save these. Hey, my Patreons, y'all might be getting these. I got 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much. So what she did was she created a set. Now, right now, if you do order from DP with Sparklers, she has a coupon code for us for our event. And go ahead and use Mermaid 10 and you'll get 10% off your order. All right, so let me just pull out my packing slip real quick. And of course, that's their business card. Diamond painting with Sparklers. So it's DP with Sparklers. And they have, you know, Tina is her name. And of course they have, she always includes one of her really cute stickers. So let me just make sure. Okay, this one is called Magical Mermaid Exclusive Limited Edition Round Set. So that's the name of the set, and I will link it down below. And let's see what comes in this set. All right, and it took no time, y'all, to get here. Let's see, it looks like it cost, I was gonna tell you all the cost too. It was $30, I believe, because shipping was $5 and the total was $35. So I think it was $30 altogether, but there's a lot in here. Looks like she included some candy. Oh, and it's all green. That's so cute. So there's a sour apple green dum-dum. And then looks like some look at this cute little pack of Tic Tacs. I've never seen anything like this. Fresh mint Tic Tacs. That's so cute. All right, so first off, we have Lucky Charms. And that's a limited edition set, and that's 702. All right, these are not AB. Are these ABs? No. Yes. Wait, y'all. I'm trying to see. I like the bag they come in. I'm not seeing a lot of sparkle. I think these are just regular. Oh, they're glow. Hello. Y'all, you have to forgive me. I'm sick, and so I'm not all here. 702 glow. I've never used glow before. Okay. Now these are ABs. We've got 906. So she definitely included, oh, look at these colors. Oh my gosh, I don't have any of these. 704 Neon Glow Jelly. And it looks like there's a couple of orange ones that snuck in there. That's really pretty. And then we've got 907 Crystal Glow Jelly. Oh wow, this is gonna be so fun. I think it's all greens and blues. Yes, oh, look at these, y'all. 954 Crystal ABs. Hope y'all are able to see these. I'm sitting down, so I can't see what y'all are seeing. I'm being lazy. 910 crystals. Another really pretty green. Okay, we've got 909 crystal. Looks like a little yellow one. Try to sneak in there. Oh, y'all, this would be great for so many paintings. 702 crystal. Love that one. Wow, y'all, there's a lot in here. So 701 AB. I really like that. It's got a blue-green color to it. And oh, look at this one, 3818 AB. That's pretty. That's really, really pretty. And then 704 AB. It's a lot of beautiful greens. And then, ooh, what are these? Sparklers Mint Glow Glass. Y'all, I don't have anything like this. I haven't ordered a lot of ABs yet, or a lot of sparklers. Wow, those are cool. I'm gonna have fun with those. Okay, and then what's also included in the kit is 5200 AB, so you've got some bigger ones. Okay, and then, oh, these are quad cubes. I don't have any quad cubes, heard of them. White AB quad cubes. And then we've got 704 ABs, got some bigger round ones. These are gold, some big rounds. Oh, what are these? Quad cubes mint quad cubes. And then 989AB. Oh, Timo, thank you so much for all of this, you guys. If you are interested in this set, like I said, it's just for our event right now. She created this set. And so go check it out and use that discount code, okay? Hopefully she has some of these left. If she doesn't, I apologize. I know it was a limited quantity. It's in a limited edition. So I wanted to open that up with y'all and show you what's available. And I'm gonna try to use those in some of my painting. You never know what I've got still. I've got halfway to go, so I can maybe still add some things. All right, so happy St. Patrick's Day, you guys. That's what I wanted to mention. All that green reminded me. So it is actually Wednesday for me / Thursday for y'all. And happy St. Patrick's Day. I hope you have your green on. If you don't, go grab some before you get pinched. I am Irish, so I'm all about the green. And I will make sure I got to start planning my outfit to decide what I'm going to be wearing. And this girl right here has got some beautiful green eyes. Look at that. Perfect. And of course, all the green we just opened. I even noticed it just came in a green bag. That's so pretty. All right, so that is DP with Sparklers. Like I said, they're one of our sponsors. Now, speaking of, you know, the event, I want y'all, my US folks, because this Whip and Chat will be, you know, I'll be doing the giveaway and for next week. So in this video, I need my US folks only to put the secret word is green, Green. And it's green because it's St. Patrick's Day. So y'all go ahead and put that in the comments and I'll leave it open for a week. In next week's Whip and Chat, this is what you'll be receiving. Another one of our amazing sponsors, Enablers Outpost. I will be sending the US winner this gorgeous pin. Look at all the gold flakes in there. Is that not just beautiful? So you'll get a pin. And then Elizabeth and Edward also included some other goodies when they sent the pen. You'll be including some Aqua ABs. And then they sent a little goodie bag of multi-placers, some candy, a sticker. So I'll put all three of those together. I'll put these here so y'all can see. And then wait, there's more. Swax from Abigail Marie. She's got an Etsy shop. And of course I'll list everything down below in the description. If you're interested in any of these, please go check out our great sponsors. Abigail Marie made mermaid tails for us, just specifically for this event. I got to pick the colors and I chose lavender as the scent. Her wax is amazing. So you'll get some of her wax. And then Coverminders by Siobhan. Like I said, she is one of our awesome sponsors, our amazing sponsors. She included some Coverminders for giveaways. So I've got this unicorn one, signifies the magic, right? And then I've got this really cute mermaid. So these will be in the prize package. Include both of those. And then Siobhan also included some fun pens. So this is not a diamond painting pen. I think it's just a ballpoint pen. Let's just double check. Just to check. Oh, my bad. Y'all, this is a diamond painting pen. So you're actually getting two pens. I thought it was a pen. I'm glad I checked. Very cool. Yeah, it is a diamond painting pen. So you'll have two, a little fun one and then one from Enablers Outpost. And then there's more. There's also some washi tape. There's a thicker roll with some clouds and then a thinner roll, depending on, you know, what size you need. And last but not least, there's some resin pieces from Angela Porch. And her Etsy shop is ATDiamondPen. So you've got the beautiful blue sleeping mermaid and then the blue mermaid tail. And you could make these Coverminders if you wanted to. You can just, you know, glue some magnets on the back or just have them on your table. They're beautiful, just gorgeous. So these will include, so look at all this stuff, y'all. And I will also be including another few items that I want to surprise you with. I love surprises, so I'll go ahead and there'll be a few other little extra goodies. So again, in the comments, put the word green, put that you're US, so I know, and make it subtle, okay? So not everybody knows what we're up to, except for those that are actually watching and participating. One other little thing I wanted to mention. I normally don't talk about giveaways because I like it to be organic and just kind of happen how it's going to happen. But we were so fortunate to one of our subscribers, Catherine Brown, has donated a Diamond Art Club painting, a diamond painting, and I've got Meridia. She's beautiful, and I get to give that one away. So on my live this Sunday, I will be asking you all to put a number in the chat, and I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I normally don't announce giveaways, but there you go. Yes, so please join me Sunday, and I would love to have you guys. All right, shall we get started? All right, so let's see if these micro glue dots are sticky. Oh yeah. We're gonna hear some popping, y'all. It's gonna be popping in here. All right, so I'm sick. Wah. I know. This time it's a sinus infection, yay. If you watch my last whip and chat, when we were at Disney World, I had mentioned that I was congested, and you probably heard it in my voice, and you can probably still hear it, but I actually went to the doctor when I got back because it wasn't getting any better and it was getting worse. And it had been over a week since I was feeling that way. But when we were at Disney World, I was thinking to myself, you know, we were going the whole time, and I kind of I wanted to pretend like I wasn't sick because I didn't want that to ruin my trip. So, but yeah, as soon as I got back, I kind of hit a wall and started to feel worse, and went to the doctor, and they gave me two different, and I've got an antibiotic. I don't think the other one's an antibiotic. I'm not sure what it is. I've got prednisone. Prednisone, by the way, tastes disgusting. Oh, I had to take 2 pills today before breakfast, and I have to take 6. Oh, that reminds me, I better go see if I'm ready for my next one. I had to take 6 today. And then I guess you just, you know, it goes down a pill every day. So I'm taking that for my ears because my ears are clogged. And then I'm taking erythromycin, I believe is the other one. And that's the antibiotic. So I'm on that for 5 days. So yeah, I got some medicine finally. I picked that up yesterday. And it's not starting to kick in yet. I'm sure it's going to take a day or two. I took a pill yesterday. Oh, and the mithriacin, however you say that. It is a huge pink pill. It's really, really big. So that kind of sucks because I felt like I was just sick with the funk. And then I got this, but y'all, it could be so much worse. I mean, it's just, at first I thought it was allergies when we were there, but it just, every day was something else, and it just wasn't going away. And I was taking Zyrtec, and I'm like, I have a feeling this is something different. And then we got home, I was like, yeah. And then I don't want to give y'all too information, you know, but you know, if you're blowing your nose and it's a certain color, you know you're sick. And that's what started to happen. I was like, oh no, it's not clear anymore. This is bad. So I feel like a big bag of poop sometimes. It hits me in waves. Like I feel really tired. And I'm also just, y'all, I need a vacation from the vacation. We were going. And you come home and you just like, you know, you still got to go. And yeah, it's been really hard to wake up every morning to get Lou up for school. I don't want to wake up and I go to bed early. And I still don't want to wake up because I thought maybe I wasn't getting enough sleep, but I don't want to wake up. So, oh, sorry about that, y'all. That was an ugly scrape. What else? Okay. So yes. Let's talk about the other, animals. So I got that going on, and then Oreo, the bunny, has got, ear mites. So and I had mentioned this in my last whip and chat, before we had left for Disney, getting ready to take him to my mother-in-law's, and we noticed he had all this nasty stuff in his ear. So we took him to the vet that afternoon, and she's like, oh yeah, he's got ear mites. So they gave him, you know, and he was a little dehydrated because he not been going to the bathroom or eating or drinking. So they gave him fluids through an IV. They gave him B12, and they gave him an antibiotic plus some pain medicine they sent home with us. But the thing about ear mites is she said it takes about 3 or 4 rounds of shots to get rid of them. So she said, when you get back from your trip, I need you to bring them back again. So once we got back from the trip, we took him in Monday, and he had to get another shot. And y'all, while we were there, Lou and I are sitting in the vet's office with the bunny, which is interesting. He's peeing in his crate, and he's doing all the things, and they're pulling him out, and he's got pee all over his feet, and we're just like, ew. So I don't know how you can wash a bunny's feet. I guess they just clean themselves. Anyways, we're in there, and the vet is sitting on the floor, and she's examining Oreo. And another vet technician opens up the door and says to the vet, doctor, there's an emergency with a rat. Lou and I looked at each other like, what the heck? A rat. Y'all, and I'm sure you knew this, but I guess I never really thought about it. People have rats as pets. Who knew? Anybody in here, any of my subscribers, is anybody listening? Have you ever had a pet rat or know of anyone that has a pet rat? I find that fascinating. I don't know why. We even were asking, so after, the vet left and that technician had left, our technician was still in there with us, the assistant. And Lou and I both looked at it and we're like, people have rats as pets? She goes, oh yeah, quite a few. And she said, some are nice and some are not so nice. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, who would want is a not so nice rat like one that hisses or bites? I mean, I'm envisioning all these things. And then I'm trying to envision what could the emergency be with this rat? What type of emergency? Yeah, y'all. Was not expecting that. So Oreo got another shot. He's feeling so much better. He's coming out of his cage more. He just seems happier. So that was all good. So let's talk about Disney. That's where we were last week. So the airport, I'll start y'all kind of from the beginning. I won't give all the details because it would take too long, but cliff notes. So we got in kind of late. It was about 11:30 at night when we got in Friday. So a week ago, this past Friday is when we went. And Friday was crazy because I had to drop off Oreo at my mother-in-law's, and she lives about 20 minutes away. And then I had to go drop the dogs off, and that's about 30 minutes away. And then stopped to get us lunch on the way home at Jimmy John's. And it's a brand new Jimmy John's. They just opened. And they lost the tickets and the sandwiches. And I was there for almost an hour. Got a free sandwich out of it, which, okay. But my time is not back. And I needed, out of all the days. We were leaving our flight was 7 p.m. So here I was. I still needed to finish packing. So it was major stress trying to get out of here. So we did that. And so then we get to the airport and everything's fine. Our bags, we got on the plane, all was good. We kind of cut it close, but we made it there. There was a little bit of traffic, Friday, rush hour traffic. And then, so we get to Florida and get off the plane. We checked bags this time because we rented a house with another family and we had packed food and some other things. We normally don't check bags because we know that it can take a while to wait for your bags and we just want to get out of there. But we also rented a car too. So we waited for the bags and then we got our bags and then we went to go get the rental car. Y'all, some of my glue dots came off on this drill. So we're gonna get rid of him and try to rub that off. Oh. And then my husband, I know what it was. We split up. That's what it was. We split up. I said, I'll wait for the bags and he was gonna go get the rental car, try to do both at the same time. And it was 11:30 at night. The kids were hungry and they were tired. And so I text my husband and I'm like, okay, we got the bags. And he didn't answer me back. And I'm like, that's weird. So I called him and it went right to voicemail. And I'm like, uh-oh, he's on the phone. I'm like, that's not good. And I had a feeling he was probably on the phone with the rental car company. And sure enough, he was. They had given away our car. So what is happening right now, it happened the last couple of times we went to Florida. We go about twice a year to Disney. That's like our family vacations. And we went during Thanksgiving, we ran into the same problem. Trying to get a rental car is such a hassle, you guys. So what happened was during the panoramic, no one was traveling, right? So they sold off a lot of their fleets. They sold off a lot of their cars. Well, now they don't have enough cars. And good luck trying to find cars right now. Used cars, new cars. If y'all are in the market for a car, you probably know it's hard to find a car right now. They're hard to come by. So it's just a nightmare to try to get a rental car. Now, in addition to that, we had a specific type of car that we needed because there was going to be 9 of us, traveling together and, going to the parks and dinners and everything else. So we had rented a cargo van, one of those big cargo vans that has 14 seats. And they gave it away to someone earlier. So my husband's like, just come over here and we'll figure out what to do. So we met my husband at the rental car check-in area and it's taking forever and there's tons of people in line and the kids are like, we're hungry, we're tired. They just want to go. And so they wanted to go to the house that we'd rented. Well, there was no food because we had boxes of cereal and some dried food that we'd brought, but we didn't have any milk. We didn't have any real food. And some of the restaurants were getting ready to close at midnight or 1. because near the airport, some of the restaurants stay open a little bit later. And so we were like, my husband was like, why don't y'all go eat dinner, like go to a restaurant, and I'll figure all this out and I'll meet y'all there. Just Uber there. I was like, okay. So the kids and I called an Uber for us, and I decided to get an Uber X because I don't know, I was just being cheap, I guess. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Ubers and how that works, but Uber X is kind of the cheaper economy, if you will, of the Uber system. Oh my gosh, y'all. This guy pulled up and it was rickety. The car was rickety. I don't even know what kind of car it was. I didn't even know if we were gonna make it there. It was chugging, but the guy was super nice. It was just a really old beat up car, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was really dirty and it smelled, and you know, it's what you gotta do. You do what you gotta do when you're traveling. So we made it there. We got to Buffalo Wild Wings. We decided to go there because it was like the closest place near the airport. My kids all agreed on that. We're like, oh, fine, we'll just go get wings. And we got there at like 11:50, and it showed they closed at midnight. So we got there just in time. And then my husband called saying he finally got the car, and he joined us. So yes, y'all, it was off to a rough start. And we got to the house, the rental house. We got there about 1 o'clock in the morning. And our friends that we were staying with, the other family, they had gotten there earlier in the day. They had an earlier flight than we did. So we were trying not to wake them up. And we're like, you know, tiptoeing around the house, and we're trying to figure out what bedroom we're going to be sleeping in because no one knows where anybody is. We haven't even talked about what rooms, whose. There's 7 rooms in the house. But we're figuring, okay, if there's a door shut, then there's somebody in there. So everyone is curious to go see what outside looks like, the back. So my husband opens up the back door and an alarm goes off. So there's a little pool in the backyard. And for safety, there has to be an alarm on the door whenever you open the door. So what you have to do, we all learned it, and it was like a joke the whole week. It was like, push the button. You have to push the button, then open the door. And it's really high, so like a baby or a small child can't push the button, and it's for safety. So you know that they've gone out there and, you know, they're out by the pool. I get it. But we didn't have any little kids with us, and so sometimes we forget to push the button, and this alarm was so loud. The good thing is we were talking to our friends the next morning, and we're like, oh my gosh, we're so sorry about the alarm. We hope we didn't wake y'all up. And they're like, what? What alarm? We didn't hear anything. And we're like, how could you have slept through that? So they didn't hear a thing. So we lucked out there. We didn't end up waking them up. So we all were like freaking out, trying to figure out what button to push. So we all made it to a bed. All finally went to bed about 1:30 or 2 o'clock, and we were exhausted. So the next day we, slept in, and they were fine with that too, because we've been to Disney with them. This is our 3rd time to travel to Disney with them during spring break. So, we've all kind of been a few times, and so no one needed to like be at the park when it opened, and we were gonna, make breakfast at the house. My husband brought a griddle in our suitcase, a big old griddle. I made fun of him at first for wanting to bring it, but it came in handy, y'all. If you're gonna be making pancakes for like 9 people, it's the way to go. And he's gluten-free, so we had to bring gluten-free pancake mix that was in our suitcases. And like I said, we brought a bunch of those little, kid boxes, little cereals, because we realized last time we went to the local grocery store, and they were sold out of all that kind of stuff, because they know all the tourists, right, are buying up all the little boxes of cereal for, their little vacations, just like we would. So that's how we brought our own. I just Amazoned them to the house before we left, and there you go. So we ate breakfast. We had a great time. Loved having our own house. Less fighting with the kids, more just personal space, downtime. It was just better, y'all, instead of us all being in one room. It's hard when we're all together, when all 5 of us are in a little room, and the kids get, on top of each other, and even we, get kind of in. Everybody needs their own space. So it was really nice. Lou, my 9-year-old daughter, for those of you that are new, she stayed with their 16-year-old daughter, which she loved, staying with the big kid, right? She thought that was super cool to be staying with the 16-year-old. So they shared a room together with 2 beds, 2 double beds. And then my husband and I had one of the bigger rooms. And then, of course, our friends had a bigger, and then Nate my 15-year-old had his own room. Their 13-year-old had his own room. And then Ryan, my 16-year-old, he had his own room. So y'all, we were like spoiled. Everybody had enough bathrooms. I mean, it was a nice house. The only thing is it was bare bones as far as rental. Like they didn't have anything, you know, except for like a few pots and pans. There was no like, there was a washer and dryer. So that was nice. So even though we were on vacation, that's the only thing about having a house. You still have to cook some meals. You still have to do the dishes. You still got to do laundry but it's great. It was great having a laundry, having washer, because we didn't have to pack as many clothes. Isn't it something got dirty? Boom, you know, you just wash it. So it was nice, but you still have to do a lot of your home chores, right? Even though you're on vacation. But we did save some money, obviously, you know, not eating at the park for every meal because that gets expensive. So we'd always eat breakfast at the house, and then we would load up in our big van and get on our way and go to the park. And we did 4 days straight of nonstop Disney at all different parks. So at Disney World, they have Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom. So we did all 4 parks, did an average of about 3 to 4 rides per day, I would say. Some less, some more, but that was about the average, about 3 to 5, I would say. Because everyone has a line, pretty much a line that's about at least an hour. Some were an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So you have to be prepared to wait in line. That's the only thing I don't like. And my husband and I even looked to like, I'm like, honey, I know don't they have something where you can pay to like not wait in line and get like some pass? He's like, yeah, they have like VIP tours, which is, you know, you got an employee that walks around with you all day and you get to like not cut the line, but you get to like just hop on the ride. And I was like, oh, that would be like a dream. That's like heaven to me, right? And he was like, it's very expensive. And so we looked into it just out of curiosity. Nope, not gonna happen. So just gotta wait in line. But I will say about the line waiting though, that is when we're all together, right? You know, in tight quarters, if you will, you know, you're in line. And that's when we end up having a lot of our family bonding time, if you will. It's like, you know, we're all together. We all need to keep each other entertained because sometimes we're on our phones, sometimes we're not. Sometimes we're talking, we're laughing, we're like messing with each other, tickling each other. I mean, you name it, you know, playing games, you know, I Spy, you just get creative. So I have to say that it was nice. It was nice, all that waiting, because we do end up spending a lot of time together, and that's what was needed. So it was really good to spend time with the kids. You know, I get to see Lou quite a bit, my 9-year-old, but the boys, not so much. And my husband works all the time. So it was really nice for us to just, you know, spend a week together. So I will say, I'll tell you a little story about what happened. Little tip here, if you do go to Disney. We knew going into the trip, so we checked the weather, right? You check the weather before you go on vacation. Not a big, you know, everyone does it. You need to know what to pack. Well, it showed rain in the forecast. So we were like, okay, got this. So, you know, we packed rain jackets, umbrellas, all the things. Well, the days that it showed it was gonna rain was different than the days that it actually rained. We were not prepared. We decided to leave all that stuff back in the room, back at the house. Oh my gosh, y'all. It was, I think, the second or third day. And it wasn't supposed to rain till like our 3rd or 4th day. So we were prepared for the next day, but not that day. But always pack your rain gear if you're gonna go to Florida, because y'all, it just rains. Now, we've been, like I said, multiple times before. We've dealt with the rain before, and it lasts for just a tiny bit and then it's gone. No, not this time. There was so much rain and several days of it, but this one particular day, we knew the rain was coming. We'd been watching the forecast. The skies were getting really gray, and we were like, we need to start heading out of here. Well, by the time you take the monorails and the shuttles and the buses and you get to where you need to go, where your car is, we were drenched. No one had any rain gear. And I felt so bad because there's a Target near the house that we were staying at, and we even bought ponchos for everybody in case they didn't want like a hot rain jacket or an umbrella. We got ponchos. The guys went and picked them up for us. I forgot our ponchos back at the house. Our friends had brought their ponchos for their family, But here, you know, my kids are like, well, we don't have a poncho. I felt so bad, y'all, that I forgot to pack them. So half of our group had ponchos, the other didn't. But we had to, so my husband and you know, the other dad, they ran to the car. And I'm not kidding you guys. When he got to the car, he was like, you're gonna get wet, but you're gonna be fine. And I was like, okay, that made me feel better. He goes, hide all electronics in the backpack and put it under one of the ponchos because it's bad. Y'all, it was, and you know what? An umbrella wouldn't have even made a difference because the rain was coming sideways. It was like one of those kind of rains. It wasn't just coming straight down, it was sideways because of the wind. So it was so bad. We started walking down the ramp that wasn't covered anymore to head to the van when they told us they were in the van and they had pulled up as close as they could. You can't get that close though. And I'm not kidding y'all. If you can stop and look at the screen for a second, we walked through water this deep. It was it was up to our ankles. our shoes, socks, all of our clothes. Poor Lou, it went up to her knee almost, you know, because she's smaller. And at first you're like tiptoeing in the rain and you're like tiptoeing because you don't want to get wet and you're like, what am I doing? And you just run. But you don't want to run too fast because you don't want to slip. Y'all, it was insanity. I wish I had video, a picture, something of this torrential downpour that we got. It was, and we laughed about it afterwards once we got in the van. We were so wet. Now, here's the deal. We had dinner reservations. And it's the only night that we had made dinner reservations. All the other nights we were gonna leave open, you know, get stuff to go, take out, whatever, you know, just not plan anything. This was the first time that we had dinner reservations. And if you don't make it to your reservations, they charge you. They charge you about $100 for that many people. So we're like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Because our original plan was to go straight from the park to the restaurant because it's Disney Springs and that's where all the, you know, it's right next to the park. Well, we couldn't go to dinner sopping wet. Sopping wet. Thank you. We could not go to the restaurant looking like that or feeling like that. It was crazy. So we called the restaurant and we told them what happened. Well, first of all, we tried to call multiple times and it was busy because I'm sure they had lots of people calling and just issues because it was raining so hard for so long. And we finally got through when we almost were to the house and we called and told them what was going on. And we're like, we just left the park. We're very, very wet. We are coming, but we're going to be about, 20, 30 minutes late. Please hold our table and please do not charge us. And they're like, they understood. They said, no problem. When do you think you'll be here? So we've never changed so fast. Never seen 9 people collectively, like just run into the house. So it was so funny. First I started off with, I'm just going to change because I had a rain jacket on. No, I didn't have my rain jacket. I had a hoodie. I had my hoodie on in case it got cold, right? So I had my hoodie on. So I didn't get I was wet still, but I was like, okay, just to make it go faster, all I'm going to do is change my socks and shoes. I can deal with everything else being wet because I didn't want us to be late. I was like, I'm going to be fast. So I started off with socks and shoes. And once you've gotten into the house, you start to get cold, right? Because you realize how wet you are. So then it turned into, okay, socks and shoes and pants. I'm gonna change my leggings and put some different leggings on. Then it was like, okay, while I'm here, why don't I just change my shirt? So I ended up changing my husband came in and I was naked. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I thought you were just gonna, I'm like, I don't know. I just kept taking clothes off. Just kept happening. It's so wet. So we all met each other downstairs and were able to make it to the restaurant and have dinner. And of course it stopped raining. But y'all, we had to go to the park the next day, right? We had a full day and guess what? All of us only brought 1 pair of shoes. So we had shoe drying stations set up in all the bathrooms. We had hair dryers going. I tried to stick them in the dryer, but that didn't work and they were too loud. And so we just basically set up drying stations and had shoes and dryers going in all these rooms and in all these bathrooms. It sounded so loud. And I was like, we're gonna trip something. There's gonna be a breaker we're gonna need to do. No, it's good. But I don't know how we did it. Well, I did a lot the night before when we got home that night. And then we did a lot in the morning when we woke up. All I know is I started off with, okay, whose shoes am I gonna focus on first? who's gonna be the person that is gonna complain the most? And that would be Lou, right? My 9-year-old. Her shoes were first. Her shoes were the first to get dried. Then I did the boys. And my husband was kind of working on his own, and his shoes were drying really fast. I don't know how, but he took his insole down. He kind of took care of his. So my shoes were still wet. And the next morning he was working on all the shoes, and he's like, the kids are good, but yours are still really wet. I'm like, yeah, I didn't really do anything with my shoes because I figured I'll be last, right? I mean, I can deal with wet shoes. I didn't want the kids complaining. I didn't want to hear it all day. But we got my shoes dry, and you know, our friends had all their shoes dry. So y'all, we did it. We survived. So now we're already like talking about, you know, and again next year, going again for spring break and ordering some really nice ponchos. And like, we learned our lesson, y'all, because the ponchos, oh, speaking of the ponchos, the ones that we had ordered from Target, they were going to order some from Amazon and have them delivered to the house, but it was going to be a couple of days and that wasn't going to work. So we just ordered them from Target, and they went and picked them up. They were the cheapest, thinnest, like thinner than like a trash bag ponchos. They ripped. So even though our friends had their ponchos that night, that it was starting to rain like that, it didn't really do anything. They still got really, really wet. So it was just raining so hard, and like I said, it was coming sideways. So when we get to the restaurant that night, the owner comes up to us after we were done, because we were the last people in there. It was late. It was almost like 10. They were getting ready to close by the time we got there and ate. And he said to us, he goes, gosh, this rain. He goes, we haven't had rain like this, because we told him we're from out of town. He's like, we haven't had rain like this in so long. And we're like, go figure. And then of course, you know, it's very humid, right, after it rains. So then we had the humidity, but it was nice weather when it wasn't raining. It was like 80s, you know, the high would be like low to mid 80s. It got a hot few days, but we put on sunscreen every day so we didn't get burnt. And like we had a lot of fun. Ate our way through the park. Ate. Just all kinds of stuff. Ate some good food. And do 7. Pick a new symbol. But after those 4 days, our friends were going to Universal Studios, and we weren't. So we were splitting up after being together for 4 days, which Lou was sad. She was like, we're gonna go without them. I'm like, we'll be fine. You know, it'll be fine to have a little break from each other. I'm sure they're getting tired of us. But they weren't. I mean, we get along very well, and we've known them for years. And so we decided to go to the Nike outlet. When we had gone to Florida back in, for Thanksgiving, yeah, I think that's when we did it. Everybody needed new shoes. I think one of the kids was complaining about their shoes being kind of ripped up and torn up, and we're like, if we're gonna be at the park for a week, we need to have better shoes. So we found a really cool Nike outlet with a great selection and really good prices. And so, and sure enough, we were all wearing our same shoes that we bought from that trip. My husband's like, let's go, it's time. Why don't we go look again and get another pair of shoes maybe? So, cause you know, it's been 6 months. So we went to the Nike outlet, and everybody got something except for me. I wasn't feeling anything that I saw. I saw a couple pairs of shoes that I liked, but they didn't have my size. So I was like, I don't need shoes. I don't want to be buying just because we're here, and you know. So I didn't get anything, but Lou everybody got a new pair of shoes, everybody else. And then Lou got a really cute Nike sweatshirt. And what else? I think that was it. And then of course we bought a backpack, a Nike backpack to use, because what was happening was at the park, the backpack that I brought to use for the park for the day kept going off, and by the metal detectors. So I had to keep having my bag checked, because my husband said the outside of the backpack, to keep it like round, it was like some metal or something in it that was setting those off. So I had to keep stop, and everybody had to wait for me, and I had to have my bags checked every time we went into a different park, every time I got scanned. So we got a different backpack, and once I used that one, no more problems. It fixed it. So we did that day. And then the second day, so for dinners, we would do like one night we did sushi, because everybody eats sushi. So that was fun. The guys went and picked, they were awesome. My husband did all the driving. And you know, him and his friend, you know, the other guy, he, you know, really good about just doing the dishes, doing the cooking. Everybody it was really nice. Everybody chipped in. And if we were missing something, they had it. If they didn't, if we needed something, you know, they had, kind of so nice. It's like, oh, we forgot to bring, you know, they forgot to bring laundry pods, you know, to do wash. And I'm like, we've got some, no worries. And so we just kind of, and then I'm not kidding y'all, we went to Target, probably the guys went to a CVS to pick up something that we had forgotten. And then we went once because I didn't have a bathing suit. I ended up not getting in the pool, but the kids used the pool a few times. So the little pool that we had was fun. It was like a little play pool, but it was perfect. Although the kids were complaining about their eyes burning, so I'm not sure the chlorine was set up properly, but yeah, it was a really good time. We did wings one night from Wingstop. Wings, fries, and all the things, and they brought that back to the house. So we didn't want to eat out every night. You know, the kids were tired. They'd been at the park. They just wanted to swim. They just wanted to hang out. Also, their 16-year-old daughter is a huge Harry Potter fan, and my kids have never really gotten into Harry Potter, and that's why they were going to Universal. And my kids are curious about Harry Potter, so so fun. While they were there, they would watch Harry Potter at night together. Yeah, so some of my kids kind of got into it. We've got like some new Harry Potter fans, and I need to keep, you know, playing it. I need to keep watching it with them while they're here, while we're home now. And then, because we want to go to Universal. We've been once, but it was after our first trip to Disney, and they were really exhausted and really tired. We'd gone too hard, too fast for 5 days at Disney, our very first trip, and then tried to do Universal, and they were just too tired. Plus, like I said, they weren't into Harry Potter at the time, so a lot of that they couldn't really enjoy, didn't really know what it was. So how are we doing on time? I'm gonna take a quick little water break. So y'all just hold on a sec. Okay, so what else happened? What else? Oh yeah, speaking of wings, so that was pretty much Disney. Let's see, we came back Friday night, and we got in. And then we, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna tell y'all. Saturday, I went to go pick up the dogs because they'd been there since the Friday before. So the dogs had been there over a week. Felt so bad for them. It was a great place. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not their fault. But poor little Margot. If you've ever seen my little Boston Margot, my brown and white one, she is super skinny. Okay, anyways, she's a really thin little dog and very, very anxious and very nervous. So she's just a mess. Well, I don't think she ate while they were there because she is so skinny. She came home with her ribs showing. Everyone's freaking out. They're like, oh my gosh, she's so skinny. So I don't think she ate. So we are trying to fatten her up now. And also, speaking of that, whenever we came back, my mother-in-law had, on Saturday, came over and brought home, you know, Oreo and Daisy. And we were talking, and she's like, you know what? I'll be happy to stay at the house next time. So you can leave the dogs at the house. You don't have to be running around taking animals everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, you are an angel. That would be amazing. Especially how we saw, you know, Margot looked when she got home. I don't think she did well with being away from us that long and being in that environment. This is a new place that we had never taken them to before. And then what they do is they put their food out in the morning, and they only let them have it for a certain amount of time, then they take it up, and then they give them dinner, and then they only leave it out. Well, my dogs are used, this is probably really bad, but my dogs are used to having food all the time. They just kind of graze. There's always food in their bowls, and they weren't used to, I'm sure Margot wasn't used to her food being taken away, or, you know, she just was so nervous she wasn't able to eat, which could definitely be the case too. So it just wasn't a good mix. So I'm so happy. Next time we go to town, my mother-in-law is going to doggy sit and bunny sit and hamster sit and frogs. Because y'all, my dad had to come over. So my dad came over and fed the frogs, checked the mail, put our trash cans out for us. My mother-in-law had the bunny, had the hamster, and then we had to take the dog somewhere. So if my mother-in-law stayed here, y'all, I mean, can you just imagine how much easier that would be? And let's not forget the cost involved in boarding the dogs. I won't tell you how much it cost, because it's ridiculous how much they charge you to put but they are watching your dogs for a week. And it was a nice place, but holy guacamole, the dogs could have went to Disney with us for the amount that we paid. They could have bought a park pass and been at Disney with us. Crazy expensive, y'all. I almost died when they told me how much it was. I'm like, what? Let me put that on a credit card. Ooh, Lord. And I told my husband, he's like, what? I was like, I know. And so the fact that my mother-in-law offered, we're like, yes, that would be perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're like, we'll pay you instead of paying these other folks. And then the dogs will be home. So I'm really happy about that. Okay, so that's pretty much Disney. We got home, like I said, Friday night, Saturday, was just kind of getting back to normal, trying to, unpack suitcases and put stuff away. And then Sunday, if y'all were there, you saw it. I did my live with my son, Ryan, my oldest, and we did a hot wing challenge. So if y'all didn't have an opportunity to watch it, it's up on the channel. So if you want to go back and watch it, it was really fun. If you haven't watched it, I don't want to give it away, but he won. But you'll have to see how he won if you haven't seen it yet. But the boy won. And y'all, I did not think he was going to win. I eat spicy stuff all the time. I barely ever see him eat spicy. And I'm like, I was actually concerned and like worried about him. I'm like, did I get him into something he shouldn't be doing? Because I was sure he was going to hurt him or, oh no, he totally smoked me. Yep. And I thought maybe he was showing off for the folks. Nope. He was fine afterwards. I kept checking in with him that night. I'm like, you good? How's your stomach? He's like, fine. Y'all, he was like a real MVP. I mean, just putting the wings down like it was no big deal. So I know I told y'all on the live that I would give you an update on the situation. Let's just say, without obviously going into a lot of detail, what happens in the lives does not stay in the lives because, it was not fun. There wasn't an atomic blowout like because if y'all weren't there, one of the wings was atomic. That was the hottest flavor. It wasn't atomic, but it definitely, what comes in must go out, right? Yep. But I will tell y'all, Ryan and I were talking about it afterwards, later that night. So we were trying to decide what to have for dinner because this was at 4 my time, right? Whenever we did the wing challenge. Well, about 7, we were hungry again because we didn't really eat all that many wings, just 6. And we were hungry. And my husband was like, do you want wings? And Ryan and I were both like, no. All I wanted, y'all, was a bowl of cereal. A bowl of cereal, a big bowl of cereal with milk sounded so good. And I think my mouth was kind of burning still. But Ryan and I were talking about it and we were kind of disappointed at Wingstop's heat. Their heat was not, and I don't want to look like, oh, wasn't that bad and like hurt myself, but I was kind of disappointed. I thought we were going to be in more pain, which I'm glad we weren't, but I really thought the hottest one was going to be way too hot. Now, we definitely had a reaction to it. Well, at least I did. It's almost like labor, right? When you have a baby, you soon forget afterwards, you have another one because you're like, oh, you forget how bad it was, but it was bad. I mean, it hurt. It was spicy, but I really thought it was going to be spicier. I really did. And I was nervous and it really wasn't that bad. We got over it pretty good. Although my stomach did hurt a little bit, like an hour after the live was over. It just didn't feel right. But I don't even know if it was from the wings. It might have been because of the honey that I was eating, just straight honey, or the yogurt, or all the milk, and the water, just all the things. Oh, and the wine. Oh, that could have done it. I probably shouldn't have mixed wine with all that, but yeah. So my stomach was like, whoa, what'd you do? What are you putting in here? So a lot of different combinations going in. But we are going to do a part 2. Him and I talked about it and we definitely want to do a part 2. We're not done yet. I'm going to try to win. Also, I wanted to say thank you to Baby Cakes. She gave Ryan a super chat and I did pay him, just so you know. I paid him yesterday. I moved money from that account over to his. So he has been paid as he should be because he won fair and square. And that was from you. So thank you very much. He really did appreciate that. And you didn't have to do that. But he had a really good time with you guys. And he's like, yeah, I'll do it again. I'll do a part 2. So hope y'all had fun. I was glad that you got to meet, one of my kids. Because they don't, especially the boys. Lou will come around from time to time or do unboxings with me. Or, she's not as elusive. But those boys, though, 15 and 16, they're just, kind of doing their own thing these days. And it's hard for me to even see them, let alone y'all. So yeah. All right, I think I'm done with that symbol. Yeah, we're getting there. I'm getting through the square. this is at the point where I'm like, okay, I need to start counting and going, okay, I'll do this one on the 18th, 19th, 20, 21, 22. Am I going to be, I want to be finished by the 31st. I think I should. I mean, having that week off kind of put me a little behind, but that's why I didn't choose a big painting. So y'all make sure and let me know down in the comments. I love reading comments. I love getting comments from each and every one of y'all. So make sure you tell me below what you've been up to and how you're doing. And if y'all did anything for spring break. I don't know if folks internationally have anything like that, some type of break. But here in the US, if y'all have had spring break already, or if your spring break is coming up, let me know if you have any plans, and just how you've been doing and what you're up to. For those of you participating in Mermaids and Magic, thank y'all again. I hope you're having a good time. Keep posting those progress pics and the Google form. I gotta fix the Google form. I've had some emails and I don't think it is up there right. It's got like a little glitch to it. So, but don't worry, those that have not, that have already put it in, I won't be deleting your information. I'm just gonna be seeing if I can fix the sheet because it looks like it's acting up a little bit. So, okay, we've got about 4 minutes left. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here so I can go ahead and add that clip in of the winner for international. So good luck to those folks and good luck to my, my US folks, okay? Be sure and put that word in there. Hey y'all, I'm back. It is very late Wednesday night and I'm about to go to bed. You can see it's almost 10 o'clock and I'm getting tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick the international winner. So this will be in the video for y'all. I did put the URL to last week's Whip and Chat, and I filtered duplicate users, and I said based on a specific text, and I asked for the word dream, so I put that in there. All right, and let's see YouTube comments. Let's see how many. It says there are 58 unique comments. Y'all, that is amazing that we have 58 people that responded. Love that. Love that so much. I'm so glad y'all are participating. Okay, are you ready? All right, let's do the finger drum roll. Here we go. Y'all look for your name, okay? Mark, set, go. Diane! Oh my gosh, congratulations, Diane. She said, so glad to hear that you're having a great vacation and tell Lou that I love Winnie the Pooh. When you talked about how warm it was there, I often dream of retiring to a very warm climate because I'm tired of the cold. And Diane, I know you live abroad, but I don't remember exactly where you are. But thank you so much for, for commenting and for participating in this. Love it. I'm trying to remember which painting you're doing, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But either way, congratulations. I will be sending you, actually send me your, my email will be in the bottom, the description of the video. Go ahead and send me an email and then I will get your information to Tina with the, DP Sparklers, okay? And we'll get you that gift card and you can have some fun shopping. Congratulations again. And y'all have a great day, good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys. And then be sure and join my live this Sunday, okay? So I'll be giving away that DAC painting, and I'd love for one of y'all to win it. Because someone else is shipping it for us, I'm gonna say US only because I don't know if she would be, but we'll have to ask her. I'm gonna talk to her ahead of time and let her know what my plan is and see if she's willing to ship internationally. So just come to the live and we'll figure it out. By then, I'll have an answer for y'all. All right, if you've already subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, please subscribe down below. It's free. It just lets me know that you like what I'm doing here. And if you'd like to see more videos, there's a bell. The bell is right next to that subscribe button. If you click on that bell and click on all, that will notify you whenever I post up any new videos. And I post up about every other day. That's my average, every day, every 2 days. So, all right, y'all. Please give me a thumbs up too, if you enjoyed this. And let's see, anything else? If I've forgotten anything, just let me know if you have any questions down below and I'll be happy to answer them. All right, you guys, I love you. I will talk to you later and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.